Greetings and salutations, my name is Heini Mika, welcome back to my channel. So in my previous Paint and Explain called Afternoon Delight is where I gave you a hint what the next artist react is gonna be, and it's Moomins! Moomins!
It's Moomin.
De Moomin. We are the De Moomins from the valley of the same name.
So those of you who don't know, Moomins were created by a Finnish-Swedish artist called Twintail. And Moomins is about a family of Moomins who live in the Moominvalley, somewhere in Finland. And they go on many adventures with their eccentric friends and whatnot. It was originally a series of children's books, which then became a comic series. And eventually, I think maybe this was TV Tokyo or something, they got the rights to the Moomins, so they made an animated series in the 1990s, I believe, which is what we're gonna be watching today. Because most people, or my generations and generations after me, who know Moomins, they or have seen Moomins before, if they haven't read the books or the comics, this is usually what people think. Because this is one of those iconic children's cartoons in Europe, especially. Many of my European friends, they know what Moomins are. When I started this Artist React series, I immediately, because I knew that I'm gonna be looking at media and thinking, you know, how artists are represented in the media. This is the episode that it just came to my mind like immediately. So the first episode is called Artists in Moominvalley, and it's a cute funny episode. How I suppose like how people think, like how artists behave, and there is some truth to that. Like once we get to the episode, I'll explain more. But it's a funny episode, and then the second episode is gonna be one of my all-time favorite episodes, and I'll get to talk about why animation it's such a beautiful form of art, because that episode it's just so multi-leveled when it comes to creativity and how animation is made. But yeah, so let's get to it. And I got my cute Moomin mug. Like, my goodness, this is so cute. I collect Moomin mugs. Like in my bookshelf, I have a collection of Moomin mugs. So this is my little cupboard, and there is my Moomin mug collection. So these in the front, these are most of them, they are the summer mugs, and I collect the limited edition Moomin winter and summer mugs. This is not, I would say maybe this is half of my collection. I have the rest are back home. Even the normal ones, like we see here is Snow Maiden. Like this is part of the current collection, the standard collection. I think this one as well, these two as well. But yeah, these are the summer mugs. So these are that's Moomin Mama. These are the limited edition ones, and so in summer, spring and summer, I use the summer mugs, and when it's winter, autumn, winter, then I change and start using the winter mugs. So these are the limited edition winter Moomin mugs. That's Stockman one. But yeah, so I collect Moomin mugs, and I really love the limited edition ones. And there are my Moomin books as well over here. They are in Finnish. But yeah, those are the cute mugs, my goodness. Oh, and there, the one behind, you see there's Moomin Mama, and there is another Moomin mug, and that's from Tokyo. There's a Moomin cafe in Tokyo, Japan. So that's where those two are from. So just drinking tea today. But okay, so the first episode is Artists in Moominvalley. So let's get to it.
The summer has gone,
my God,
and
the
fall
soundtrack
has
is
come
so
to
good.
Moominvalley.
Yay, summer! What are you guys gonna do this summer?
Ow! What is it, little Mai?
No, it's not here. This is hopeless.
Oh, if you can't tell, I'm dressed as Snow Maiden today.
Where could
Or
I?
like modern Snow Maiden.
Moomin Papa. What are you looking looking for, Moomin Papa?
Oh, she has such a cute voice.
Is this it,
Snog
Papa?
Maiden.
No, I don't think so.
Hello, you two. Come in.
Moomin, what on earth are you looking for?
We're going to enter a contest.
A contest?
Yeah, it's for the best landscape shot.
How silly.
I mean, okay.
It was in the newspaper, and the contest winner will get a prize. Oh, what's this?
Oh, what is it, Moomin?
There are lots of photos in here.
I want to see them.
Oh, those are photos I took years ago in my youth.
Here it is.
Mama, that's the thing for the fireplace.
Yes, dear. But look what's inside it.
Oh, goodness me. Oh, dear. Now we must find the lens.
Ah, wait a moment.
Like, this is the thing I love about the Moomins and like the adventures they came up with for this series, because this is like, I don't know, 60 episodes or something.
Papa. I've been using it as a magnifying glass.
It's just like, it's
Let's
wonderful how they think, and like the logic
There
that
we
they
are, the
have is
camera.
like, yeah, you
Let's go
take
look
a
for
camera
landscape.
apart
Not yet,
and then you
Moomin.
use
We
the
need
bits
the
for
covering cloth, the
different
tripod,
household
and last but
items.
not least, the
Yeah,
plates.
that's so adorable.
Why do we
And
need
it
plates?
makes
Tell
sense.
me,
I'm like,
please.
They're
sure.
glass
Like,
plates with stuff on them.
especially
They're like
watching
film.
this as a child, there was nothing odd about that.
I think you'll find the plates
So
in
this
the
wonderful,
tripod
like
in the
what,
cellar.
like I think
We
many
used the tripod as an easel.
In that case, we need just the covering
descriptions
cloth.
of Moomins. They say eccentric Moomin
Papa,
family.
here's your lunch.
Oh, thank you. Do you know where the black cloth for the camera could be?
It was a velvet cloth, wasn't it?
You know where
And
it
oh
is,
yeah,
Mama?
so this is a build up to the artist part.
What happened to it?
I'm sorry, dear. I thought it would make a nice cape.
Here you are.
Thank you, Snork Maiden.
And so Moomin Papa photographed all the prettiest views in Moominvalley.
Nice. Like that's the
All right, everyone,
the
let's
black
take a
and
picture of
white
the whole family
pictures.
now.
That's actually very reminiscent of Tove Janssen's her own art style, because she illustrated her Moomin books. So she wrote them and she illustrated them.
Oh, how
So that kind of,
lovely.
you saw that
Isn't it beautiful?
that line work
Right, we have one
in
plate
the
left.
photographs.
Line up,
That's
line up,
that's literally
everyone.
her style, how she would illustrate her movies, the black and white Moomin illustrations. Beautiful.
Everyone stand still. Don't move. Oh, little my, can't you stand up a bit higher?
No, I can't. You'll just have to point the camera lower, that's all.
No.
In Japan, Little Mai is actually very popular. Like the Japanese people love her because she can be so mischievous.
No, oh,
Like she
dear,
speaks
too
her
much
mouth,
now.
like she doesn't
Mama, you
sugarcoat
look
anything.
natural. Little my, can't you do something about that weird smile? Already? Today they're announcing the result of the contest. Now then, the winner of the contest for the best landscape photo is... Moomin
Nice.
Papa. Not difficult. Not difficult at all when one knows photography. Here it is. The winning photograph is for a surrealistic view of some weird white rocks.
White rocks.
What? I don't believe it. This is the one that failed because everybody moved. How could they have chosen
No, the
this?
exposure
They had
was
all my
hideous.
beautiful landscapes to choose from.
I don't understand. Why did you send them this one?
You can't get photos developed here, so I sent them all the plates, but I didn't think they'd choose that one.
I don't think it matters what they chose as long as you won. Tell us, what's the prize?
The first prize is this newspaper for the next 75
Wow.
years.
Ooh.
Wow.
No.
Hey, come on, newspapers are expensive.
Almost a week passed.
75
and one
years
day they
free
had a big
newspapers?
surprise.
That's a decent price actually.
Look, who's that?
Okay,
over
now
there?
we get to the good
I've
stuff.
certainly never seen him before, that's for sure.
That actually reminds me of how the artists used to dress, like kind of very formal. You would actually almost have your own uniform as an artist. How like what you would wear when you're painting.
Sir, is there anything I can do for you?
Yes, there is. See this. I'm looking for the weird white rocks to be found in this valley. Can you tell me where to find them?
This is a failed shot I took of my family because there was one plate left. It was never meant for the contest.
Now that you mention it, there is a likeness. Oh, my goodness. I've come all this way specifically to paint the weird white rocks.
Oh, you must be him. Are you Sir Umber, the famous painter?
So, you're a connoisseur of the fine arts.
I'm gonna start using that from now on when I'm with my clients. Like if they request something, I'm like, oh, you are a connoisseur of fine arts.
Even more, especially famous artists.
Papa, he could paint us instead, I guess.
I'm so sorry we didn't recognize you, Sir Umber. Would you like to come to our house for a cup of tea and meet my family?
Oh, no. My dear Sir Umber, you must come to my place and stay just as long as you like and concentrate on your work.
Most kind of you, madam. And you're a good cook, I take it.
Of course. Goodbye, Moomin Papa, and Moomin.
Bye, everybody.
A famous artist, she said. My. That's very good. That round thing is the sun, is it not? Ah, it's burning its way through the greenery. Is that surrealism?
Yes.
Oh.
Well, the
You
thing
painted
is
two
that
suns now.
No, good man, I am not in the business
When
of
I-
performing for audiences.
I'm so sorry. Of course you want to concentrate on your art. Those suns.
Moomin Papa!
Good afternoon, Mrs. Philly Junk.
Moomin Papa, do not interrupt.
well,
famous
the
artists
thing
at
is
their
that
work.
if I
I
paint
didn't
in
mean
public,
to interrupt. Oh.
Your
oh,
presence is an
yeah, if I paint in a
This
public
talented
space,
artist is so sensitive to distraction.
you kind of, I
afraid
know,
there's
I mean,
nothing further
we
to
all
say on
know
the matter.
that there will be people who will come up to you and ask you questions and to take a
here's
look. Like
Papa.
it's a given. Most of the time, it is a given. But I
Hello there,
do
Papa.
Moomin,
kinda.
I'm going to paint pictures.
I get irritated when I was working in a studio, if I'm working
I
from
shall sit
home,
in the sun with my palette
and like my phone
brushes
goes
and
off
paints
or
and
something like that, I do
paint
get
whatever I see.
irritated. That I'm in that creative space now. Only I'm allowed to
That's the
interrupt
canvas
myself.
ready?
So even like somebody
Oh,
texting me,
Moomin,
like
do
sometimes
you
I
have
just
any
give
oil
like the
paint?
death
You
glare
seem to come
at my
long
phone. I'm
ago,
like, who
remember?
dares
Oh,
interrupt
dear.
me?
What else could I use?
So yeah, kinda I don't.
Yes, the cans
We
of house
hate being
Jeez,
interrupted.
they're
Yeah,
awfully
that's
runny.
100%.
And I should
Even
have
like
thought of
somebody like at school,
Moomin Mama,
like the
Moomin
tutors
Mama.
or the teachers, hovering, behind you and looking what's going on. Even that used to irritate me as a kid.
Idea. Maybe you could use the empty case.
So yes, if you just try to read the mood, read the atmosphere, the kind of like. If you see somebody who is working on paint, it's just kind of
I
like
feel so inspired
like,
and full of joy. Now
is
I
it a
must
good
get the
time to
easel and
interrupt
the
them?
brushes and then on
To
we'll
say.
work.
Sir Umber, would you like some coffee?
Indeed I would. We artists don't do mundane things like making coffee.
well,
Our work is
that's
far
very
too
true.
time
I'm like,
consuming.
okay, I make
Of
my
course
own
it is.
tea
That is what
and
we are
whatever.
for, muses of the fine arts.
But
I
that's
couldn't
very
agree
true.
more.
I also hate like housework. I don't cook.
Oh,
I
what
hate
does he
cooking.
want
It's too
then?
time consuming, and like the only like I run errands and stuff like that. But yeah, my work is the most important thing basically. Like I just want to paint. That's what I keep telling my boyfriend, that I just want to paint.
You want to do what?
So cleaning the house and cooking and stuff like that, like I don't really do it. It's too time consuming. Like I just get irritated. I'm like, oh, today is a cleaning day.
An old
Anyway,
paint
so
case? Then what are those cans?
I don't have oil
house
paint,
paint.
so I'm
Okay.
using these.
Oh, house paints.
Sure.
I've never heard of such a ridiculous thing in my entire life. Whatever next?
Listen, house paint and an old
Well,
egg case.
oh, okay, yeah,
Maybe
sure.
a new genius.
Well,
We
the
see you're
egg case
busy,
that's
sir.
actually quite
Sorry to
smart.
interrupt your
But
work,
house
But we
paint?
have something we'd like to ask you.
Hello, good afternoon.
Here, we're looking for those weird white rocks located in this valley they had in the paper some time ago.
Oh, Not you too.
I have to say the
Oh,
Finnish
dear
voice
me.
actor for
They're
Moomin
not
Papa, he's so
rocks,
much
they're a
more
failed
expressive with his
photograph of
voice.
my
Like there's so
family. It's
many,
a
so
long
much
story.
emotion.
They're not rocks?
Oh, they're not rocks? And I was gonna do them for the big landscape photographic contest.
What,
And yet
another
that-
contest?
That's actually quite
Didn't you
smart
know
that
about it,
first
sir?
they announced
It's
this
held every year in
photograph
some new location,
competition,
which has been chosen
and
as the most
then
picturesque in
they
that
would have a second
particular year.
competition for artists who would come in and then paint that landscape.
We'd better grab the most
That's
picturesque spot
wonderful,
before the real
actually.
crowd arrives.
Anyway,
Come on,
so
let's
what I
go.
was trying to say before is that sometimes you are you are in your headspace and painting and drawing or whatever you're making your art. Like back in uni, some of my peers they would actually meditate, and because I have taken into crystals, so nowadays what I like to do is it depends on my mood and my energies and whatever. So I just sometimes like to hold my crystals here. I just like to hold them in my hand while I paint and just kind of try to meditate or something. If I feel like not think, if I feel like I don't want to think about much. So artists,
There's
right?
a true artist. You can tell by the way he walks that he's inspired. He's an artist, and therefore he's very sensitive.
Is that right?
He has rare genius, and as such, he's misunderstood. So we must.
That's another one of those artist stereotypes. Besides the one that you just want to paint and be left alone, that's another one. The sensitivity.
You mustn't interrupt us. This must be finished for the
But
painting
there's
exhibition
different
in just
kinds
3 days'
of
time.
sensitivities. Am I right? And being emotional, like there are different
There's
levels.
something wrong here, and I can't see what it is.
Because I don't consider myself as very sensitive. I'm sensitive to their moods and energies, but I'm not sensitive in that way that if I get feedback about my work or whatever, or what, I'm not sensitive in that sense.
And so, at long last, the big day dawned. Moomin House was used for the exhibition, and the wall
That's
was
lovely.
full of pictures.
Beautiful.
I hate my picture. It's so ugly.
Oh,
Oh, my dear.
It's no good. I'm probably far too intellectual for a painter.
Don't you think we could clean it up a bit?
No. I
there
never
are
want to
intellectual
see
painters as
another
well. You could say that Pollock was very intellectual when he created all his,
I don't know.
whatever.
I sort of like this picture.
Same thing with Chef Koons as well. You could argue that he is very intellectual.
Good afternoon, friends. Ladies and gentlemen, we shall now embark upon our difficult task.
Not very difficult at all, if I may say so, with you, Sir Umber, taking part.
How very true, dear Mrs. Philly-Drunk.
Now remember, my friend, if we don't win the award, that just shows we're too talented for it.
Yes.
Sometimes I'm so talented, I get scared.
Yeah. Some of us, we have gone
could
down
win, but
that
you
road
wouldn't
as well.
stop
It's like,
moving.
I was just too good. They didn't choose me because I was too good. They didn't understand.
I can't wait to
Like
see
how
who's
good
going to
they,
win.
oh,
Neither
like how
do
good
I,
they.
little Mike. Hey, look, I
It
think
makes
they're
perfect
ready.
sense why I didn't win.
We,
I
the
was too
judges,
good.
have now come to an agreement. This year, the award will go for a picture of originality, daring use of form and color, and startling, profound meaningfulness. This painting is Sir Umber's Apple Tree from the Other Side by Moomin Papa.
Hooray!
I'm,
Fantastic! You did it, Moomin Papa! Correct!
I call that bullshit because the rules were, or the guideline or whatever,
I think he went
was
Oh, my goodness, what you
you were supposed to paint the photograph, which was supposed to be a landscape. So okay, technically this kind of made sense because the photograph wasn't a landscape to begin with, and now this one is not a landscape either, even though it's supposed to be like an apple tree. Okay, sure, it can be surreal or abstract, like what Moomin Papa was saying before, like is it surrealism?
Hey, what's the
Okay,
matter? Move
fair
or
enough.
something.
However, I still call bullshit. That wasn't
Everyone's
no,
hurry up, Moomin
like
Papa!
no. They could have given him like honorary award or something like that, like a second prize or something for that creativity and boldness and whatever. But no, I call
I
bullshit.
don't understand. What's happened?
Look over there, Papa. Your picture has won the big award.
But good for Moomin Papa. That's wonderful.
Looks like my painting, all right.
Well done.
But I didn't enter it.
Twice.
worked so hard on it. I thought I'd enter it for you.
Oh.
I'm so happy for you, Moomin Papa. I knew you'd win. Come and paint in my garden
Well,
any day.
congratulations.
A jury of stupid, veritable idiots.
All in all, the truth is that Moomin Papa was very happy to return to his writing. Oh, you'd like to know what he did with his prestigious award? Well, to be perfectly honest, Moomin Papa divided it among all the other artists,
that's really nice.
on the strict understanding that they go paint their apple tree in another valley.
No, but that's really like I think this is a very nice like a cute representation of artists, like how artists how we can be. It's a very innocent way of describing us, I suppose. But like I said, it hit like it got, in my opinion, many things right actually. So now in this episode, which is called The Golden Fish, which is one of my like favorite episodes, like this is like a perfect example of like how this Moomin animation was made to begin with, because it has so much mood and so much atmosphere, and it just we'll get to it, so I'll try to explain myself. But that's why like this cartoon is very well loved. Again, that line work, very much like Tove Jansson, her style.
When the Hemulan first told Moomin about the golden fish, Moomin thought to himself that it must look something like this.
My grandpa told me that his mother had actually seen it.
So you never saw it yourself, Mr. Hemulan?
No, I'm a botanist. It comes to the surface only under very special conditions. It's very rarely seen.
Conditions?
Yes. First of all, it must be right between summer and autumn.
But that's now.
Yes.
Kind.
It has to be in the afternoon sunshine after heavy rain.
Ah, yes, that does narrow it down.
And there must be no wind. Grandpa said not even a ripple on the water.
Oh, dear.
And there are some other conditions that he really didn't know about. Anyway,
To sum it up, you need to be lucky
extremely lucky.
to be able to see it ever. I'm like literally like the colors, those green colors are so beautiful. Like they remind me so much of home, even though we don't really have mountains, but those are so beautiful.
Back in one day.
Oh, could you do that?
Yes,
Have you already been there, Snufkin?
just once.
Oh, will you show me the way?
You really want to go?
Yes, I must see that golden fish with my own eyes and maybe capture it. I think he wants to come
This is
along
as a
too.
even now and as a child, what I really adore is these adventures they have.
Why's that? Why
Like they
can't
go
we take
on
the
so
shortcut?
many different
Path is
kinds of
rather steep and
adventures,
dangerous, you
and
know,
they're like
Moomin.
they're not too grand
Especially
like
in the
Indiana
forest
Jones
witches.
kind of adventures.
witches?
It's just
Not
something that you would
Oh, so it's safe then.
like as a
Deep forest.
well, yeah, because these are children. So as a child, like what kind of adventures, big adventures you'd have, and they would be
That's okay, we'll
something
take the
very
shortcut.
simple, like just going on a boat trip, or like in this case, going to find a golden fish in the mountains. So very simple adventures, but very cute and very realistic to be actually, if you think about it.
Sorry, Snufkin. Guess I overslept.
Snork Maiden and Little Mai aren't here yet.
You're very early.
I dreamt I caught the golden fish, and then of course I couldn't go back to sleep.
Well, let's go.
Shouldn't we wait for Snork Maiden and Little Mai?
Oh, they're not really great walkers, are they? Anyway, didn't we decide that we wouldn't wait for anybody? So it might be better this way.
What's better this way, Moomin?
Oh, Little Mai! Why don't you stay here? This will be a very tough expedition.
I'm tougher than you. Wait for me.
Yeah.
Can't you walk any faster, Sniff?
I'm still so sleepy.
Eh? Where are they going so early in the morning?
And again, like just a beautiful transition when it comes to color. Like you have those very dark
2 hours.
green, you got some blue, and now you have all those like almost acid,
to the other,
very
Snufkin?
bright greens, yellows, even pastel greens there as well, and then the dark.
Are
And
there really such
I
things
think-
as witches?
Like this is one of those things where
I'm not
they
a bit scared of
display very well like what it
There used to be some though.
like how to do, let's say, landscape or nature painting, drawing, coloring properly. Like the stuff in the front is supposed to be dark, and then you go lighter. Actually, so the middle ground should be like a medium when it comes to shading, a medium, and then the background you see here as well, it's very, very light. Like small, these kind of small things.
Where's Moomin? Still in bed?
He was off before you woke up, Papa.
Oh, the golden fish.
Good morning, dear.
I wanted to go with them.
But you're writing your memoirs. You're far too busy.
Oh, this is.
And okay, so now we get to the part where I think this is done very well. Is again that atmosphere, like and the music and the soundtrack before was like very happy and quirky, and now they're going into the forest and the mood changes completely. Like the Asta, once they go into the forest, like it changes completely. I just remember like my childhood. I just remember this bit. Again, so we went from greens, different shades of green, so now we went to the browns and blacks and grey. And all in just one episode, we get different color spectrum.
What is it, Stork Maiden?
There's a house over there.
It's fallen to wreck and ruin.
Well, at least it'll keep
the music and the whole atmosphere is like, no. Oh gosh. And it's...
Hello there! Anyone home? There's nobody here.
Dog. The funny thing is, like, again, this reminds me so much of home, because like our countryside house
here for a long time.
used to
Who could have been who lived here
in a forest, like always in a forest. And occasionally, when we were children playing in the forest, we would find these very dilapidated houses, like abandoned houses, or houses that have burned down or just had been abandoned. So again, this is very close to home. And again, so now we have purples, different shades of purples and dark grays.
But no broom. No, the witch rode away on it. There's someone here.
Who is it?
Run, run. And now again, bright sunlight, beautiful light cascading through the to the foliage. So like in what 20 minutes or so, like how many atmospheres or how many moods are we getting and how many different colors are we getting? Stunning. Beautiful lake.
Look, everybody, look! I can see a raft over there.
Hey, let's take it and go out to the middle of the lake.
But it's much too small for all of us.
Don't worry, Sniff. This won't sink.
I'm staying.
You do what you like, but you'll never catch any fish if you're afraid of water.
It just reminded me now how this
You can help me. It's gold, you know.
yeah, the
We can sell
style
it for a lot of
is
money,
it's
and then
very
we'll both be very
watercolor like, and gives the whole thing sort of like a, in a way, a dreamlike quality, like sensitivity. Yes, sensitivity.
Oh, I hate fishing.
Guess we better think about getting back, otherwise we'll never get home before nightfall.
I don't want to get lost on a raft in the dark on this lonely lake. Perhaps we were expecting too much.
Maybe.
Well, it was a good adventure.
I really thought
Expedition.
this is the most disappointing day of my life.
Oh, come
We can
on.
come back.
Yes.
I love those specks of color on the water. Beautiful. Oh gosh. Jeez.
It's gigantic.
Yeah. Oh my god. How deep is that lake? Like, my god, it's almost like an ocean. And again, the mood changes, the music changes to something grand.
We've seen it.
We have.
Did it.
Oh, that was great! I really saw it! I saw it first! It was unbelievable! It was amazing! We got it! We got it! Yahoo! Hey, Moomin! I did it! I caught it!
Caught what?
Why, the golden fish, of course.
What?
I got the golden fish in here if you want to have a look at it. See, it's in this bucket.
Huh? You don't really believe that is the golden fish.
Huh? It's just another stupid fish. I can swear that it really was golden when I caught it.
And now we get to sunset, so a little bit of pink, a little bit of orange, yellow, purples.
Sniff and Stinky never really got over their belief that it was actually the golden fish they had caught. But Moomin and the others were in no doubt about what they had seen. They and the Hemulan's great-grandmother.
Done. So that's what I mean, like, and there are many Moomin episodes that are exactly like this, like you get so much atmosphere, mood and feeling and changes of color palettes. It's a very, very stunning animation, like very, very well done. And even like if you think about learning about art and painting and stuff like that, this is a very good source of inspiration, like how not teaching you, but just giving you inspiration, like how you could paint landscapes or how you could paint nature and stuff like that, and the color palettes. So I think this is a very good source of inspiration for, in my opinion, many artists, not like artists and animators as well. So yeah, those were two of my favorite Moomin episodes. If you can, and if you got intrigued, do watch the show. The episodes are available on YouTube. And yeah, be inspired, because I sure am. But yeah, thank you so much for watching as usual. And obviously do follow me on Instagram. I have Facebook as well, and then I'm updating my website, putting my acrylic paintings there. And yeah, stay safe and healthy, everybody. Summer is coming. I hope that all of you can make your summer dreams come true and summer holidays happen. So here is hoping. So yeah, have a good day, regardless wherever you are, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you. Ciao.